drink before I put the gloves on. Oh, well. Just before I started the live stream, should have made sure I had some alcohol spray hanging out. I mucked up on that one. Poo. Let's break the. Okay. All right, you guys can come with it. Yeah. Going on a venture. Venture into the closet. Or whatever I want to call this thing. The hole in my wall. Hey, Art. Hey, Gemini. All right. All right, back to chilling. Back to my messy office. Casey's being a little pistol today. So if you hear Jessica yelling somewhere in the background, that's why. I gotta get my little wrenches out. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope y'all do swell. Right, hopefully it's one of these. But anyways, what I'm doing today is each of these have a little hole in them. You can see the one right here. When I was 3D printing last. Hole in that one. There's a hole somewhere in this one. You can also see there's a little bit of leftover resin, so I gotta have to clean that up. Reason why I'm wearing the gloves. Hopefully by the time we get done with this stream, I'm gonna try to get both of these set up so I can get back to printing things. Because I got my fume set up. All good to go. But I gotta get this going, and then we're gonna do minus color beams. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to print a couple of the new higher ground beams so I can put those on Etsy. Cat's being pestersome. Also fun that whenever I'm working on things or moving things specifically, he gets very interested. So I just moved these printers, and they're not the cleanest at the moment, but he still decided he wants to hang out on them. And that can't happen. And I forgot that I didn't put the covers over top of them. And to be honest, I still don't really want him rubbing up on the stuff. So he's just got to be a good boy. Problem is, right now, he's currently rubbing my chair. Stab it. Anyways, if you guys want to kind of see what I'm doing. It's literally just this. Removing screws. Well, it's like the one time he ended up hopping up here and knocked over my Gundam ink for panel lining. And got it all in his fur, so we had to give him a bath. Wasn't the happiest camper about that one. This kind of sucks. I don't know if you guys ever done this, but you ever get a box cut right under your nail? It is the worst. I did that today. Opening a box and wasn't paying attention to where my finger was. Just went right under the nail. Okay, so I really want those Ghost Bros, but it sounds like from what they said, it's just they get it first. Kind of like what happened with the Michelangelo and Splinter. And since that's the case, now I'll get it off Entertainment Earth or something. Will be cool. I can wait. I have no problem waiting around for that stuff. I was afraid it was going to be a store exclusive, and then I was going to be like, oh, well. But just just to have it out first, not a big deal. I'm going to buy that thing and end up getting sent like the fudging Universal Monsters or something. Ugh. This is why you wear your gloves, because as you can see, there's still resin residue. It's also why I have paper towel down here. So that... Oh, we got to shift. That one. So I don't get it all over my table. Oh yeah, plus yeah, NECA shipping charges are astronomical. You think being like a company like that, they would get a deal, kind of like Amazon or like eBay kind of gets? Cause shoot, I just shipped out a 5 pound package the other day, and it cost me $10 shipping through eBay, and it would have been normally, I think it was like 16 if I didn't use their like cheaper shipping. And that box is way bigger than what those turtles are going to be. Yeah, probably where you're located is because you're over in like over on the West Coast. You're like the farthest point away from us. So shipping is usually a lot more. It's always like pretty much any of the states close to like California, that general area. Like Washington's expensive. Arizona tends to be pretty pricey. Anything East Coast is usually not so bad. Like Texas is where it starts really like kind of ramping up. Plus, with it being the holidays, it always goes up anyways. That's usually why I don't tend to restock my Etsy shop and stuff like that during the holidays. Because for starters, I don't think I would get enough money anyways to really merit keeping it up. Like I got too many things going on, and usually it's after the holidays is when work slows down for me, and it's a great time to make more things to sell. Hey, Ellen. Also, just to do commissions, period. Because right now it's really rained on when I can work on things, and then I'm kind of at the mercy of my child and Jessica's work schedule too. So like I've had this dragon hanging around forever. The problem is I gotta like sit here and clear coat it, and then I have to like mess around painting it down here. But then, so I should really work on that today. But I also need to get this printer going because I got so many other things that rely on my printer. And I can't just wait around. No, I'm probably just pass on the monster. It's burning because I have the original release. If it comes with a smoke effect, you could maybe talk me into it. It's the only reason I kind of wanted the second release is to be able to get that, but ended up not. Okay, so we got that off. Because I'm not outside anymore, I probably should wipe this off just to be on the safe side. It's going in the garbage, but I don't want to get a bunch of excess residue on everything if I can help it. Okay. Plus, I'll reuse this anyways, because I'm going to spray this off. Wipe it down really good. And everyone, there's just rubbing alcohol inside of my airbrush cleaner bottle I reused. But it's good for getting resin off stuff. Okay, yeah, it'll probably be like the same as all the other ones. Okay, so that's good. Now, I gotta figure out which one of these is which. Without, hopefully, not showing you guys my address. Let's see. Oh, this is a screen protector. I don't have to care about that. That's not what we want. I think what I need is in you then. Yeah, this stuff. FEP film release. Yeah, I'm sure they'll ship it out soon, sooner than later. I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't make a habit of drinking the rubbing alcohol. I hear it's bad for you. Hey, Atomic. I'm good. Oh, I gotta grab two. All right, cool. On a high note, we got exactly what I wanted. And now we take protective sheets off that like to stick to my arms. Those go in there. Then what you want to do is you want to take the release, try to get as middle of the road as you can. And then line that up. And now the fun part is getting all this screwed back together. Currently just working on resetting up my resin vats for my printers. So not the most exciting live stream, I'll admit. I kind of just streaming just to get something out for today. There'll be some reviews on here tomorrow. Arnez was over the other day, so we got some stuff filmed. Hopefully he's got a few days off, so I gotta try to maybe Thursday or Friday going over because we gotta do some hammer videos because I got quite a few random hammer things hanging around. Because Russell sent us some stuff the other day. I got an anime figure I wouldn't mind smashing because it's not really able to sell it anyways. There's a few things. There's some Godzilla, a couple of those cheap Bandai Godzillas we got. Those I don't know exactly what to do with because usually our go-to is just beat the crap out with a hammer. But that being said, they're all cheap ball joint figures, so they're just going to kind of explode when we do that. Hey, Godzilla King. Not much, just having a nice relaxing, well, sort of relaxing, chill stream. Need more like ASMR sounds with this. Oh, they keep on subscribing. Oh, that one, I don't know about that one. That's a new one to me. Although, I know I've heard YouTube unsubscribing people before, because I know, like, this channel, and even with, like, Super, there would be times when we would get, like, dips in subscribers. And I thought it was just YouTube, like, unsubscribing inactive accounts. But if you're here commenting, I'm assuming that's not the case. Playmates, it's for the price, it's solid. For the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong, I think the Godzilla X Kong figures, I think, are better overall. It's like Scar King, solid. King Kong, actually really good. Trying to remember the other monsters. Shimo was like fine. The Godzilla is probably the most lackluster thing. I've done stuff. I totally forgot to mute the notifications. My apologies, but I can't really touch the phone right now with my gloves, so hopefully people don't message me too much. Everybody's Loves Raymond I thought was pretty solid. I never could get into the King of Queens. I tried watching it a few times back when we had like normal cable. It's also the only time I ever really watched like Everybody's Love Raymond because it was just kind of on. But I was never upset that it was on. It's like oddly enough, like I could watch the Drew Carey show. I think the Drew Carey show I liked more just because it had like some of the guys from Who's Line It Anyway would pop up into it. And those are always my favorite times. When you get like Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery would randomly pop in. So I think Colin worked at his like office building. This is the worst part of it is just trying to screw this back in because you have to apply a little bit of pressure, so it kind of pops through the film, and then eventually it'll catch, and then you can tighten it. So like one finger is kind of applying a little slight pressure just so I can sort of get in the hole, and then hoping that this grips. Oh, Monster vs. Villain. Okay, so oddly enough, it's Scar King. I enjoyed his character. I I think it just sold me on him when he's just like striking like anime villain poses and stuff. And he legitimately gave off like classic Showa villain vibes. Second would probably have to be Ghidorah. Mecha's probably third. Because I don't mind Mecha, but he's just kind of like overall, like I think out of all the MonsterVerse designs, he's probably the weakest for me. Not say he's bad, but it's just like he didn't get a lot of screen time, and he's just a little too blocky. Well, okay, that's a lie. I think he's still better than the anime one. Rodeo. Mudos are solid. Actually, now that you mention Mudos, I think I would put Mudos over Mecha Godzilla. Because I was like in my head, I was kind of thinking Skullcrawler because I always thought they were kind of cool. I'm missing a screw. Why am I missing a screw? There it is. What's up? I'm tweaking. Now if I can just get this thing in. Okay, so this is set. Good to go. I gotta spray this and wipe this off real quick. Which means I need a piece of paper towel. And then I cut around the edges just so there's not any excess. Actually, I'm gonna spray the paper towel. Should be good there. I think I have an Exacto blade. Is that the sharpest looking thing? Neither of these were that sharp looking. I think I'm just going to run with it. And just follow around. Just make my life easier and cut that. Remember one time I was doing this and I accidentally slipped. And I didn't cut myself, but I cut this piece here. And it was so sad. Because as you can see, how much time we just spent cutting this stupid thing and rescrewing it. I had to unscrew the entire thing again, then redo it all. And it's awesome. Still waiting on the Godzilla Evolved. Yeah, I was kind of hoping at least the Evolved one would ship before Christmas. Okay, let's make sure I got this going in right. So, like so. Then what I do is I just pop these in first, just to get them all set. See where you've been? Sadly, no. No, I am not. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had a gaggle of girls. Although I will admit, I've always wanted a jacket. So one of those like fluffy pimp jackets would be dope. Especially if it was like giant monster theme. Like it just kind of, it's like Mothra colors with the giant, like with the giant glasses and everything. I'd be down. Hey, -1. That's the fun part is I try to get at least the edges tightened in a bit. And then you go around and start tightening random ones, just so it kind of sticks even. Thank you, LM. I'm glad somebody recognizes my gorgeousness. Me sitting here in my Sesame Street pajamas. Trying to think. I keep putting, every time I set this one up, I always put it in upside down because it's originally set up. Every time. Every time. It still works, but it's just annoying. I appreciate it, Lady Draco. Now, I think my wife's comfortable enough that she knows that she's stuck with me. So I got that going. I don't think there's anybody else that's willing to accept our crazinesses. Ooh, that went flying. So, like I mentioned, the screws are actually in here wrong. But it's still going to sit flat, which is all that really matters. Oh, that sucks, Atomic. I definitely know that feeling. I have been rejected quite a few times. Yes, I never really had like proper dating until like almost like the end of high school. Is where I actually like successfully went out with some girls. Not for very long though. They all usually ended pretty quick. Because again, I consider myself a very unique individual, and I didn't really date girls that were kind of into the same, at least as hard into the same things that I am. The second longest relationship I had, like she liked playing card games and stuff too. problem was she was also popular with guys, and she always kind of needed recognition. We'll say to be nice about it. Suit. All right. Well, anyways, this one's all set, so we're good to go here. I don't know what time it is. It's been 30 minutes, which is usually about 30 minutes, which is usually about how long it takes to do one of those. Do I want to try to get a second one done? Because it's nice to have a backup. And every time I leave one of these alone, it always rips, and I wish that I already did this. I don't see anything on my pinky. It's almost 7:30. I guess we'll call it good. I got one set up, so I got at least tomorrow get some prints started. So that'll be cool. Which tosses in the can. I went with those because we were touching resin, so it's generally speaking not a great idea for that. And I don't know if because these gloves are slightly expensive. But then if I pop one, I gotta pop two. Hopefully I can get this thing back in here. Because I also gotta put the screen protector on the actual printer. But again, I'll worry about that tomorrow. Because I'll probably get it running tomorrow when I get home. Can you have a sip at least? Just like, there you go. Pour one for the homies. Really exciting stuff. Got some stuff coming in. Shipped some stuff out recently. So I got like the Street Fighter figures coming in. Yep, for the boys. Got Street Fighter figures coming in. Street Shark figures. What else shipped out? Recently shipped out the poster Super 7 Space Godzilla. I'm excited for that thing. That thing looks sweet. And it's one of those figures that, like what I mentioned a lot with Super 7, is I wish they would do something more akin to Trendmasters, kind of like what they do with the Turtle lines and such. And it's like the first figure that they've done that it's like legitly like that, so I'm excited for it. The Freeburn statue is also part of that. Have you guys ever seen the anime Freeburn? It's really sweet. The only thing I've decided to grab from Freeburn is her being eaten by a mimic chest, because it's just very iconic from that for me. Oh, the bootleg thermo? I think, yeah, because we got that before. It's okay. It's one of those, like, if you plan on putting work into it, it's fine. You gotta put work into it, though. Well, I'm glad we could help with the thirst situation. Okay, well, what else was in that box? Oh, some figure arts. Because there's Yusuke and Sunraku from Shangri-La Frontier. That's the other ones that were in there. Because I had to ship it out soon because the Street Sharks have been hanging out in there forever. Got those. I got two random third-party figures coming in. Excited for those. One I don't even know if I can show on this channel. Might be like a Patreon exclusive. Because there's things about it that I don't know if I can fully show off in reviews. But I wanted to get it because there's other things coming out from the line that I'm more excited for, but I'm curious how the line's going to be. Which is like the snail shell figures. So I got that on the way, and one of the I think it's Chain Toys. I think it's who does it. But they did a Dragon Girl figure. Looks really cool too. Yeah, I was like, middle school had zero luck. I sort of like, you could call it dating, but it was more like, it was like over the phone. Like I met her once, and then we tried to get together, like try to do things together, but she was like at a different school and stuff, so it just ended up not really working out. That was it for middle school, and then yeah, it was like senior year. It was like dry spell till then. And senior year hopped around quite a bit. 1973. Man, that's old. Well, older, I should say. Shoot, I'm starting to get old. We got some gray going here now. Hurts my feelings. Hey, Apex. Pretty much just wrapping up the stream. Well, you're older than me. Actually, you're quite a bit older than me because I graduated in 2004. And I'm almost 40. So definitely up there. Right? Yeah, I was gonna say you're just wise above your. It's got more knowledge than that I do. It sounds nicer when you put it that way. Oh, but then again, it's like age is one of those things. Like it's more like I always say I think it's more of like a mental state than anything. Not really having much to do with this. Because outside of just being more pain and less hair, it's pretty much hasn't changed too much. Ow, I just bent my finger in a direction that hurts. Oh. But anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, like people today, which you want to donate, greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to pick up some collectibles for yourself, link in the description for entertainment, or if you can help support the channel, if you guys are buying stateside collectibles, or if you guys are looking to pick up Monster Arts before people, Haya Toys before people, there's also a link in the description for Calcus Toys. Save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus to checkout. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's older like my grandpa, if that was the age, anyways. And my grandpa's still like, he does a lot of like woodwork stuff. That's kind of how he makes money nowadays. He just makes things out of his garage and sells them to some of the shops around here. Which is kind of funny too, because I do all this random stuff, and I still think he makes more than me. Just making it like little wood fisherman boys. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like I mentioned, tomorrow might do another stream. If I get around to it, I'll try to get the reviews up on Patreon. If I don't get them today, they'll definitely be tomorrow. Because I know they were uploading. Anyways, see you guys.